Casey Doty here, coming at you live from my living room. Today I'm going to show you how to create a Zoom account and then also use the Zoom account to meet with clients or team members. Alright, here we go. So the first thing you're going to do is log into zoom.us. And we're going to use the free account. For most people, the free account is going to be just fine. The only reason you need to upgrade to the pro account, which is normally $15 a month, but I actually have a discount code that gives it to you for $7.50 for the first month, is on the free account you can only meet with one other person for an unlimited amount of time. If you have 3 or more people, then it limits you to a 40-minute meeting. So that's really the only limitation that you guys would have for what you're going to be using it for. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the sign up. It's free. Type in your email address. I'm using an email address, one of my old email addresses, because I have accounts with all my other ones. So hit sign up, and then that will send you an email. So let's see here. Okay, we're going to activate our Zoom account. So put in your name. Create a password. As you can see, it has to have 8 characters, at least 1 letter, and at least 1 number. I'm going to hit continue. And then on this, you're just going to hit skip on this part right here. Okay, so now that's as easy it is to create your account. So your account's been created. Now that you have created your Zoom account, it's time to use it. So if you just created it, you should still be signed in. But if not, just go ahead and do sign in. And then I'm going to sign into the account that I just created. Okay, so it should, when you first sign, you can save your password if you want. I do recommend doing that if it's an account you're going to be using all the time. Okay, so the first thing I recommend doing, it might bring you up on a different screen, so you're going to click on View My Profile, and I would go ahead and upload a picture. So you just hit Change, and then find where your picture is, hit Upload, and then find where your picture is on your computer, and then save, and that will change out your, so let's see, I think mine is on my desktop. Is that one? And then just drag this to adjust where you want it at. Hit save. Okay, now you are ready to go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings section and make sure you have a couple settings selected. So go to settings, and we're going to, these will probably be off. So we're going to do start meetings with host video on, and we're going to click participant video. So make sure these are selected, and that way you can see your clients when you're talking to them. I would not do join before host, because you don't want your clients sitting in the room waiting for you to get there. You want to start the meeting, be able to get yourself organized, make sure your mic's working, make sure your speakers are working so you can hear them, and you want to do all that stuff before they actually get in the room. That way you look super prepared. So and then what will happen is on their end, if they try to join the meeting before you started it, it'll just have a box on the screen that says waiting for host to start the meeting, and it'll just sit there, and then as soon as you start the meeting, then it will allow them to come into the meeting. So I'm going to show you a couple ways to start a meeting. The first one, the way I'm going to show you, is by far the simplest way to do it. And that basically, the way that works is you start the meeting and then you send the invite to the people from the meeting. Now, this is what I recommend for people that are not super familiar with Zoom and things like that. That way, you have your stuff set up in there, and then you just send them a link right from the meeting, and you already have it all going, and then they join from there. So that's how I'm going to show you how to do that one first. So once you're in here, we're going to click on meetings, and we're just going to do a personal meeting room, and we are going to do start meeting. So this should pop up, open Zoom URL launcher. We're going to say yes. And then you're going to do join with computer audio. I like maximize this, and see, for some reason my video didn't start. Sometimes it does this. So if you don't see yourself here, just click start video. And then there we go. Now you can see yourself. And then right here, if this doesn't look like a microphone, and it could say join audio, click join audio. And then you can choose which microphone you're using. Most people won't have multiple microphones. I'm using this microphone right here right now, but you can use your camera microphone. That's up to you. Yeah. So, all right. So once you have started the meeting, again, this is the most simple way to do this. You click invite, and this pops up, and then you click email, and then you have a couple options. If you're using Gmail, if you use Gmail, just click Gmail. If you don't use Gmail, then click default email, and it'll pull up Mac Mail or Outlook or whatever email system you use. Since I use Gmail, I'm going to click Gmail. And that brings up a brand new email ready for you to send. And all you have to do is type in the person you're sending it to. I'll use Kate as an option. And then this sends them everything they need to join your meeting. So, and all they have to do is click this link. And if you want to type something else here instead of please join Zoom meeting in progress, you could say, please join, and then add your name in, or change that if you want. That's up to you. And they can join by phone, so this gives them the option to join by phone. It's best if they have a webcam, or they can use their phone. There's a few different options. So all you do is hit send on that. I'm not going to send it because Kate doesn't need this. And then it might take you back to this screen. You can just minimize this, and then it'll pop back up here. And so that's all you have to do to send them a meeting invite. And then you'll see them pop up in here. You can, from right here, manage participants. This will show them. And if somebody was in here, you can mute them. They'd be listed right here. You have these same options, so you can mute them if you want. You can mute yourself from right here. You can also mute yourself right here. So if you hit mute, they're not going to hear anything you're saying. So, and then if you want, you can record a meeting you're in. Just hit record, and it'll start recording. And that's really the gist of doing the meeting the simple way. So, all right, so I'm going to end this one. And when you're done with the meeting, you just hit end. Oh, one more thing. If you want to share your screen and show them what you're seeing on your screen, like if you want to show them a document or anything like that, or show them houses, you can even do that on here. Like log into MLS and show them that. You hit share screen, and you can see it gives you the options, and I'm going to click screen 2 because that's the screen I'm using right now. I'm going to hit share. And now you can see that puts the video up in the top right corner here, so they will still be able to see you, but now they're going to see exactly what is on your screen. So if you wanted to bring up the internet, you just use your computer just like normal, and they can see everything you're doing. And then when you want to stop sharing your screen with them, you just hit stop share, and it switches you back to full video. All right, there you go. That's the simple way to start a meeting. And so now I'm going to hit in meeting. And the next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to schedule a meeting in advance and then do it that way. So we're going to hit in meeting for all. And then this takes a second. It converts the recording because I did a small recording there. So now, here is the way to, and again, I'm going to go back to zoom.us. I'm going to go to my account. Now, this is the other way to do it. You can actually click schedule a meeting, and you can say meeting with Johnsons, for instance, if they were the Johnsons, and type the meeting for listing consultation. You can write more than that if you want. Schedule the date and time. Schedule the length of your meeting. And you can see right here your Zoom plan has a 40-minute time limit on meetings with 3 or more participants. That's what I was telling you earlier. Time zone. Generate meeting ID automatically is fine. I usually leave the require meeting password off. Again, host video participants on. Now for this option, I would do enable waiting room, and that way if they join, again, if they get in there before you, this way it actually puts them in a waiting room, and then you have to, once you're in there, they won't just be able to join. A thing will pop up when they try to join, and you just click accept on that. And again, this is the more advanced way to do this, so you can use the other way and it works just fine. So we're going to hit save. And then you'll see now what you can do is you can actually share this with them. So you can add it to your calendar. So just click OK on those options. So you can add it to your calendar, and you can invite them right here. So you can do add guest, type in their email address, and it'll send them a calendar invite so they can put it on their calendar, and then they'll also be able to join the meeting from there. So just type in their email address there, hit save, and it'll send it to them. Or the other option is you can also copy this invitation, and you just copy this meeting invitation, open up your normal email, and do open up a normal email and just paste this info in there. But honestly, if you're scheduling a meeting, just do the calendar invite. That's the easiest way to do it if you are scheduling a meeting ahead of time. And then the way this works, once you have a meeting scheduled, you go to, when you're logged in, go to meetings, and now it has upcoming meetings, and you can see this meeting is listed there. So if you do the meeting scheduling, then you have to come here and start the meeting from here. You can't just start a new meeting. You have to start this meeting, or they won't be able to get into the meeting. So again, that's the more advanced way of doing that. Let me know if you have any questions, and also for larger teams, if you want to give me a call and I can talk to you about different options for like team Zoom accounts or things like that, just give me a call directly, and we'll get that worked out. All right, guys, of course, and for any of the rest of you, if you need help with this, if you're nervous when you're doing your first meeting, you are welcome to call me. Let's do at least like 15 minutes lead time before the meeting, so I can help you get everything set up. 30 minutes is probably even better than that, but I can get you help you get everything set up, make sure your webcam works, make sure all that stuff works. So all right, guys, thanks. Keep an eye out for more videos coming from me. See ya.